Good to see you.
Set up here, huh?
Yeah, trying to be.
Volume included.
Yeah.
That won't be a problem. I don't have any skin in the game. If he was out there, I'd be. Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, getting ready for our first game of the weekend against the Reapers. Paulo, Chilicki, Reynolds with Campbell and Rubicki. Rubicki blocked the shot. Reaper's still on it. Take it behind the net. Puck comes out over to Reynolds. To Rubicki. Rubicki gets it up to Chilicki. Chilicki back to Rubicki. Rubicki into the corner. Puck comes over to Paulo. Paulo cross for Campbell. Campbell. Shot blocked. Goes into the corner. Chilicki gloves it down. Trying to pass over to Reynolds and stick back behind the net for the Reapers. Reapers coming, put it back into the corner. And Campbell keeps it in. Shot on. Pushed aside, back over into the middle of the ice. And the Reapers bring it in. Good hit by Nietzsche. Knocks the puck away. Aldridge gets it over to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Nietzsche. Nietzsche puts it into the middle of the ice, and Fury go for a change. Pulauskas has come on with Letcher. Campbell knocks the puck away, puts it off of the glass and out of the zone past O'Shea. Nietzsche battling hard, gets there. O'Shea still with it. Puck into the corner. Nietzsche pins him. Letcher gets it up to Prisgintis. Prisgintis and Aldridge out on D. Back behind the net for Letcher. Letcher over to Pulauskas. Quick shot. Goes past the goaltender. Net comes off, and we get a whistle. 15:40 to go in the first. Still 0-0. Letcher, Pulauskas, and Nietzsche. Prisgintis and Aldridge remain. Face off. Won by Nietzsche over to Prisgintis. Prisgintis. Shot gets blocked and goes wide of the net. Over to the near board. Reapers centering pass goes across. Carried into the zone. Prisgintis tries to pin his man. Reapers still with the puck. Puck goes into the corner. Nietzsche comes to get it. Nietzsche. Puck gets taken away. Reapers behind the net, looking for a centering option. Goes up to the deep. Sidesteps Pulauskas. Blocked by Prisgintis. Prisgintis over to the far board and bounces off. Reapers go back in. Reapers dump in. Onak and Miller come out on D. Cutting in net, puts the puck up to Letcher. Letcher gets pinned. Puck goes forward. Kruger on the forecheck. Carter has come out on the change. Letcher tries to get a hit on. Puck goes deep for Miller. Miller to Carter. Carter. Puck gets knocked away over to Onak. Onak ahead for Letcher. Puck goes to the center ice and put back in. We got a whistle. Offside, or not offsides. I'm not sure what we call here. Maybe deflected, inadvertent whistle. Faceoff comes outside the zone. Predidio, Carter, and Kruger. Faceoff controlled by the Reapers. They put it in over to Onak. Onak. Cross ice for Predidio. Bounces pass. Icing is called. There's a slow whistle. Little miscommunication on the linesman. 14:32 to go. Same group here. Kruger ties his man up. Reapers wind up in control. Shot misses the net. Bounces off of the backboard. Puck in front. Over to the corner for Carter. Carter avoids the hit. Carter and Kruger in the corner. Onak outside, waiting for the puck to come free. Carter kicks it over to Onak. Onak mishandles. Gets knocked back in behind the net by Reapers. Puck in front. Blocked by Miller. Kruger Drops it to Miller. Over to Onak. Onak. Cross for Kruger. Intercepted. Knocked away. Carter comes away with it. Carter crossing over the blue line brings the puck into the zone. Predidio taps the puck. Reapers get back in control. Seidel has come out on a change. Behind the net, Reapers trying to work it forward. They're trying to get a change too. Predidio knocks the puck away. Stick gets lifted. Seidel backhand shot. Blocker save by the Reapers over the near board. Puck bounces off of Carter's stick over to Ribicki. Ribicki looking for Predidio. Puck gets knocked in. Reapers go back in. Bergeron's come out on a change. Puck to the D. Shot in. Blocked by Campbell. Over to Bergeron. Bergeron battling. Knocked aside. Still working. Bergeron knocks the puck in. Brown comes out. Pass looks like going to Brown. Gets intercepted. Seidel was there too. Icing by the Reapers. 12:59 to go in the first. Still 0-0. Chilicki, Reynolds, and Paulo come out on a chain. Puck over to Reynolds. Reynolds shot. Saved by the Reapers. Paulo gets it over to Campbell. Campbell back to Paulo. Paulo. Puck gets knocked away. Reapers get it out of the zone. Campbell puts it back in. Reapers into the neutral zone over to Ribicki. Knocked over for Paulo, but intercepted by the Reapers. Campbell tries to get in front of that. Slows the Reapers down, but they get it deep into the zone. Paulo over to Ribicki. Ribicki tapped away on the sideboard by Chilicki into the neutral zone. Reynolds gets it to Chilicki, and he gets knocked away. Reynolds, nice little tap there. Puck gets knocked loose to Ribicki. Ribicki to Campbell. Campbell, good escape behind Cutting. Over to Chilicki. Kept in, and the puck goes down deep for Ribicki. Ribicki takes a hit. Puck still below him in the corner. Ribicki working. Puck over by Paulo. Still battling. Puck is loose. Campbell gets in front. Puck to Chilicki. Chilicki mishandles. Gets it knocked up to Reynolds. Reynolds back for Chilicki. Chilicki loses the puck. Reapers go back behind the net. Bergeron is out. Brown comes out. 11:40 to go. Brzgintis behind the net. Escapes. Gets the puck up for Bergeron. Hits Bergeron's stick and out of play. Brown, Seidel, Bergeron are out with Brzgintis and Aldridge. In zone face-off. Seidel steps up to take the draw. Puck knocked over to Aldridge underneath the linesman. Reapers got it up to their D. Center deflected, saved, Cutting. Man left in front deflects that puck. Cutting, nice save off of the pad. 11:21 to go. Normal crowd noise. Nietzsche, Letcher, and Polauskas have come out. Puck gets knocked all the way into the Reaper zone. Polauskas gets knocked off of the puck. Reapers come back across and into the neutral zone. Nietzsche puts his guy into the board. Puck is loose for Polauskas. Polauskas loses it in the feet of the official. Puck brought into the zone. 2 men on for the Reapers. Reapers go cross. Shot from the D. Deflected in front. Goes wide. Brzgintis and Letcher tie up the man. Puck behind the net for the Reapers. Reapers come around. Trying to escape Polauskas. Go back down the boards. Brought cross ice for a shot. Letcher's in front. Shot gets on Cutting and then bounces behind. Puck behind the net. Brzgintis goes to get it. Coming around the near board, off of the boards for Letcher. Letcher chips it. Puck rolls. Nietzsche gets there first. Shot goes off of the goaltender and behind the net. Reapers behind the net come up the near board. Into the neutral zone. cross center ice and dump it in. Onak and Miller come out on D. 10:07 left. Puck knocked inside by Kolauskas. Another shot deflected by Letcher and out of play. Presidio, Carter, and Kruger come out on the change. Face-off controlled by Fury. They try to go off of the glass and up for Presidio, who is wide. Carter knocks it away, gets it over to Presidio. Shot in front, pushed aside by the Reapers over to the near board. High and into the neutral zone. Onak runs into Presidio but gets a stick on it. Puck goes on net for cutting. Miller gets a hold of it. 9:39 to go. Miller carries the puck in, bounces it off the boards, and dumps it in deep. Kruger is there on the forecheck. Carter comes in, provides support. Reapers got 2. 2-on-2 for the Reapers into the zone. Good stick by Miller, but Reapers still control. Get past Carter, or I'm sorry, Kruger. Carter, good stick to knock the puck out. Onak trying to carry forward. Reapers knock it away and push it back in. One man on, cutting, shoots and saves. No rebound. 9:07 to go. Paulo, Chalicki, and Reynolds have come out. Campbell and Ribicki at deep. Face off in the feet of Campbell, gets it over to Ribicki. Ribicki will cross for Reynolds, gets past him. Reapers keep it in, put it back behind the net. Ribicki. Puck bounces past him into the corner. Off the near board, Chalicki ties up. Puck comes free and knocked back down by the Reapers. Behind the net, Reapers centering. Soft spot in front. Good stick by Reynolds. Puck into the neutral zone. Reapers looking for somewhere to go, come up the ice, through the neutral zone, dump it in, goes wide of cutting over to Ribicki. Ribicki to Campbell. Ahead for Paulo. Paulo over to Reynolds. Reynolds sidesteps a man, brings it to the neutral zone. Carrying through, Reynolds beats a couple of guys and then on net and covered. Reynolds takes a couple of hits, Paulo takes a couple of hits. Just a light tap on the goaltender. Reapers took exception to that. 8:16 to go, still 0-0. Brown, Seidel, Bergeron come out with Aldridge and Priskintas. Bergeron's going to take this draw. Seidel offset. Puck bounces over. Everybody ties up. Puck comes free. Brown battling on the board, gets it over to Bergeron. Bergeron knocks the puck down, still with it. Down into the corner for Seidel. Cross into the opposite corner. Reapers working off of the board. Bergeron gets a stick on it. Puck over to Brown. Seidel and Brown battle for the same puck, and it gets knocked into the neutral zone. Fury tied up. Bergeron brings it in the corner over to Seidel. Seidel up to Priskintas. Priskintas shot in front, gets deflected and over to the near board. Brown gets a hit on Aldridge, keeps it in. Aldridge shot blocked in front. Puck comes loose. Aldridge lifts the stick, gets it over to Seidel, but gets knocked out. Priskintas back up for Seidel. Seidel, puck bounces past him. Reapers into the neutral zone. Bergeron pins his man. Seidel gets the puck back to Priskintas. Priskintas over to Brown. Off of the board, gets past Brown. Reapers go back in the other way. Aldridge pushes this guy wide. Shot in front, bounces off of the pad. Over to Nietzsche. Nietzsche misses sidesteps the hit, tries to bring the puck in, gets knocked away. Letcher and Kolauskas join Nietzsche. Miller and Onak at D. Reapers back in the zone. Shot in front. Save, cutting, over into the corner. Puck behind the net for Onak. Onak up to Kolauskas. Kolauskas takes a hit. Puck kept in by Reapers. Reapers into the corner. Up the boards into their D. Shot in front, blocked by Kolauskas. Makes its way over to the opposite D. Reapers still in control of the stick. Go around, cutting Back up to the D. Pulauskas makes the D have to choose how to put the puck on. Goes wide. Another shot on cutting. 2 shots on. That one goes high and wide. Puck comes free to the Reapers. Reapers shot. Hits the mask of cutting. Another shot in front. Cutting finally is able to get a cover on it. There's a man in front. Luckily, no rebound given. 6:14 to go. Still 0-0. Reapers with a lot of activity on that shift. And we're going to get a change in line. Kruger, Carter, Presidio with Campbell and Revicki. Face off won by Kruger. Gets over to Carter. Carter gets tripped. No call. Puck over to Campbell. Campbell to Kruger. Kruger tries to get past one. Carter keeps it in. Kruger dumps it in deeper. Puck brought back up to Carter. Carter down 4. Kruger knocked aside by the Reapers goaltender. Hand pass is going to be called by Presidio as he knocked that down. Nobody touches it afterwards, and Kruger comes and tags it. So 5:55 to go. We'll get a hand pass. Puck comes out of the zone. Kruger on the faceoff. Reapers bring that puck into the zone. Campbell flips it high. That is an icing, but no, icing is waived. The puck was rolling too slow. Kruger dumps it down behind for Carter. Carter gets tied up and pushed into the boards. Presidio coming around, backhand in front, over to Carter behind the net. Net gets knocked off again. We're going to have to freeze that net up. Reynolds, Paulo, and Chalicki are going to come out on the change. .528 to go in the first period. We're still tied up at 0 each. No drop there. Official does drop it, gets knocked behind the net. Good battle by Paulo to get there first. Puck comes off the far board. Campbell is there. Puck gets knocked in onto the backboard. Revicki tips it across for Chalicki. Chalicki pass is intercepted by the Reapers. I don't know where that puck was going, but they got a hold of it first. Now it's tied up down below. Good job by Campbell to freeze that puck. Reapers get it up the boards. He brings it a shot on. It goes wide. Doesn't quite get the cutting. Puck into Chalicki's feet. Over for Paulo. Paulo had a step, got knocked away. Chalicki's shot goes wide of the net. Reynolds providing some pressure. Brown and Seidel come out on a change. Puck knocked over to Seidel. Seidel chips ahead for Reynolds. Reynolds and Brown, 2-on-1. Reynolds tries to pass to Brown. Brown gets a hold of it, gets a shot on. So the puck was deflected. Brown got a shot and then takes a couple of extra shoves. Little bit of wordage there from Conroe. Brown and Conroe played together before, so they're aware of each other. Seidel taking the draw. Reapers got kicked out. Seidel wins that back to Porzingis. Over to Aldridge. Aldridge has space. Puck gets in front, tip, goes wide over to the far board. Porzingis tries to keep that in, goes off of his glove. Over to Seidel. Seidel chips it over to Aldridge. Aldridge to Brown. Brown gets it across and puts it in. Bergeron coming in on a forecheck. Puck in front. Seidel and Bergeron both miss. Reapers come back the other way. Good opportunity there for the Fury to get 2 shots on. Puck in front. Gets deflected. Porzingis took a hit. Brown with a block. Puck into the neutral zone. Bergeron providing pressure. Nietzsche's come out on a change. Good job by Nietzsche to get in the way. Puck in feet. Gets knocked over to the D, and Fury go for a change. Cutting knocks that puck back behind him. Aldridge battling on the backboard. Nietzsche and Pulauskas are there. Aldridge takes another hit. Puck back down low, comes across for Brown. Reapers keep it back in. Miller ties up with Nietzsche. Nietzsche throws that puck, comes out of the zone. Nobody's there to call that properly. Pass kept up. Brown's got Pulauskas. Goes off of the goaltender. Pulauskas, good hustle. Gets to it. Letcher comes on. Pulauskas pushes that puck to Onak. Onak. Up the boards for Pulauskas. Pulauskas. Over to Letcher. Letcher gets the puck in. Pulauskas on the forecheck. Over to the near board. Kept in by Miller. Reapers get control. Try to regroup and get it through the neutral zone. Puck knocked away over to Miller. Miller to Nietzsche. Nietzsche avoids some contact. Off of the far board, got Pulauskas. Pulauskas chips ahead for Letcher. Letcher, cross ice for Kruger. Bounces off of Kruger's stick and Reapers the other way. Shot by Conroe into the glove of Cutting. Reapers player gave a little bit of head contact to Cutting after the play. A little pushing and shoving from Onak and Kruger. 2:18 to go. Credidio, Kruger, Carter come out. Still 0-0. Fury control the faceoff over to Onak. Onak gets it knocked away, but makes its way to Credidio. Credidio tries to make a move. Gets blocked, goes over to Onak. Onak to Carter. Carter trying to chip forward. Puck gets knocked back and into the neutral zone still. Reapers regroup. Carter giving some pressure. Escapes and over to the neutral zone. Brings the puck in past Rubicki. Rubicki's going to get there first. Gets the puck to Credidio, who goes cross ice. Nobody there. And Reapers just dump that back in. Minute 41 to go in the first. Rubicki. Credidio, stick handling, tries to get it to someone, misses, goes into the Reaper's zone, sidestepping Credidio through the middle, offside, Reapers. Minute 20, and we'll get a change with Chalicki, Reynolds, and Paulo. Rubicki and Campbell are going to change out at D for Aldridge and Chris Gintis. Face off in the feet of everybody. Paulo gets it out over to Chris Gintis. Knocked away by the Reapers. Chalicki gets a hold of it, tries to get it to Reynolds and misses. Reapers dump it back in. Puck bounces off of the official. Aldridge tries to get that up to Chalicki. Reapers get to it first and knock it back in. Shot in front. The puck just bounces to the right guy at the right time. Cutting gets a really nice save with a point blank chance. 42 seconds to go. Puck moved forward and no icing. 37 seconds. Reynolds and Chalicki giving some pressure. Puck over to the near board. Powell's going to come in hard. Reapers try to get it down. That should be icing, and it is. 28.5 seconds to go. Letcher, Pulauskas, and Nietzsche are going to come on. Nietzsche wins that back to Letcher. Letcher across for Campbell. Campbell back to Letcher, deflects into the corner for Nietzsche. Nietzsche up to Onak. Onak keeps it in, dumps it down over to Pulauskas. Bounces away from the stick and behind the net. To the far board for Campbell. Campbell puts it high and into the corner for Pulauskas. Pulauskas able to absorb some contact and try to get that puck over to Letcher. 3 seconds, shot, deflected over to Onak, who was down there, tried to get a high stick on it, and that'll be the end of the first. Still 0-0. We knew this would be a tight match coming in. Both teams are very evenly matched here. So as we end the first period, 0-0. Sorry, just making sure. It'd be a shame if the game film weren't working. I see the light's still on, but we're going to start up the second period with Chilicki, Paulo, and Reynolds, Miller, and Onak. Face off, and everybody just tying everybody up. Puck makes its way to Onak. Onak to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to get that to Paulo, stepped in front of by the Reapers, and they regroup. Puck in the middle of the ice. Good job by Chilicki to get there, knocks it away. Chilicki up to Miller. Miller's shot is blocked in front. Puck to Chilicki. Chilicki looking for Reynolds in the middle. Puck gets deflected to Paulo. Paulo working behind the net. Knocks the puck into the corner. Wins the puck battle. He's pinned. Puck comes up to Onak. Onak gets a shot on in front. And rebound is covered. 16-23, still 0-0. Nietzsche, Letcher, and Klauskas are coming out. Campbell and Rubicki are at D. Face off on net and covered. We'll do it again. Puck comes loose to Letcher. Letcher shot on. Save and over to the far board. Reapers bring it up through the middle and into the neutral zone. Puck knocked away and brought on offsides. Rubicki behind cutting. Over to Nietzsche, bounces off of Nietzsche and to the sideboard. Letcher takes a big hit. Puck knocked back in by the Reapers. Shot high and wide. Kept in. Pulauskas gets there. Puck behind the net for the Reapers. Pinned with Rubicki. Comes loose and they get it up to their D. One time blocked by Pulauskas. That looked like it hurt. Puck in front of cutting. Rubicki comes away with it. He's got Pulauskas up. Intercepted by the Reapers. Pulauskas goes for a change. Carter comes on. Campbell gets in front of the puck, but the Reapers still in control. Shot in front, deflected high. Kruger's come on. Kruger ahead for Letcher. Letcher gets pinned, and the puck hits the official. Reapers put it back into the zone. Cutting slows it down for Rubicki. Rubicki over to Campbell. Goes past him, but he gets a hit on Big Joe Crossfelt there. Puck pinned. Comes loose. Reapers get it up to their D and then just put it back into the sideboard where everybody's battling. Campbell pinning with Kruger. Comes loose to Rubicki. Rubicki gets tied up. Reapers put it back in. Carter gets to it. Puts it ahead for Kruger. Carter pinning on the board. Still working the puck over. Kruger gets it into zone. Credidio is there. Reapers fall over, but take Credidio with them. Reapers put it back in. Przgintis has come on as D. Over to Carter in the corner. Carter. Back to Przgintis. Bounces off the glass poorly. Reapers back with it. Przgintis ties it up. Campbell stick hits it, and the puck goes on cutting. Aldridge changes up. Seidel, Brown, and Bergeron come off the bench. 14:10 to go in the second. Still 0-0. Face off one back to Aldridge. Aldridge off of the glass for Brown. It bounces off of the rim of the board and into the neutral zone. Good stick by Brown to knock that puck down. He's got space, gets it across the red line and puts it in the zone. Reapers goaltender leaves it there. Bergeron gets in the way. Reapers come back out with it, goes over to Onak. Onak into the neutral zone. Cross for Seidel. Seidel chips that in deep. He's got Bergeron with him. Cross around the boards for Aldridge. Couple weird bounces. Puck back down for Bergeron. Looking for Seidel. Bounces off of the boards. Reapers got a hold of it. Brown comes over to help. Up the near board. Reapers through the neutral zone. Offsides, Reapers. So we'll get a change. 13:24 to go. Reynolds, Chilicki, and Paulo come out. Przgintis and Aldridge at D. Face-off controlled by the Reapers. Go over to the far board and bring the puck in. Puck bounces off the boards weird again. Przgintis gets a hold of it. Chilicki gets it out for Reynolds. Reynolds is there. The ice must be kind of rough because that's another edge loss. Puck in the stands, drops down. Looks like it avoids everyone, luckily. Reapers go D to D, carry the puck in, shot on cutting, and glove save, no rebound. Shot on cutting, and that one goes in. With 12:51, Reapers take the lead. A little bit of change up here on this line. I think Pulauskas might have gotten a little injured from that puck. Brown comes on to take his spot. So Miller, Onak, Nietzsche, Letcher, and Brown. Puck kicks its way over to Brown. Brown chips it ahead for Nietzsche. Nietzsche tries to carry the puck in. It's in some feet over to Onak. Gets past to Onak. Puck in. Shot on. Cutting save over to Onak. Onak ahead for Nietzsche, knocked away by the Reapers. Brown gets to it. Chips forward for Letcher, knocked away by the Reapers. Reapers are going to go for an icing here with 12:09 to go. And we'll get a change. Presidio, Carter, and Kruger are going to come on. Looks like Pulauskas is walking it off a little bit on the side there. There's a really strong puck, a really strong block. Looks like he's okay. Presidio gets in front of that puck, goes to the corner. Kruger pins his man over to Carter. Carter trying to get that puck up. He gets tied up by the Reapers as well. Puck comes loose to Presidio. Presidio over to Miller. Bounces off of Miller's stick and then knocked away. Miller comes back with a hit. Reapers getting a shot on cutting. There's a guy in front. That's should be goaltender interference, but they're not going to call it. Carter with a big reverse hit. Carries the puck in. Takes another hit. Knocks the puck away. Reapers back into the zone. Trying to get past Onak. Has to regroup. Left alone in front. Shot off of the post. Reapers still in control. Knocked away by Kruger. He's going to go for a change. Kruger changes. Seidel comes on. Presidio comes out. Brown comes on. Puck bounces off of Onak. There's a 2-on-1. Save, cutting. A little bit of chaos on the Fury side right now. Trying to get to where they're supposed to be. Puck knocked away. Brown comes away with it. Over to Bergeron. Bergeron. Brown and Seidel carrying. Bergeron dumps it in. Brown goes in front of the net. Berge gets tied up. Brown comes to help. Puck over to Rybicki. Rybicki to Campbell. Campbell's got a lane. Takes a shot. It's in front. Off of some feet. Bounces off of the board. Reapers get it out. Rybicki and Campbell in the neutral zone go to regroup. Puck brought back into the Fury zone. Knocked away. Brown carries forward. Gets to the middle of the ice. Puts a pass on for Seidel on his stick. Knocked away. Shot in front. Bounced off of the boards. Rybicki gets there. Shot. Blocked. Rybicki still down low. Puts it over for Seidel. Seidel down for Bergeron. Bergeron escapes a hit. Looking for somewhere to go. Puck comes loose. Kept in by Campbell. Campbell shot. In front. Blocked. Brown's coming down to get to that puck. In his feet. Reapers come away with it. Paulo comes on. Puck gets past Campbell. Rybicki's there. Shot in front. Off of the pad. Another shot. Blocked. Puck makes its way to Brown. Brown to Bergeron. Bounces off of the board just a little in front of Bergeron. Bergeron is there. Brown changes. Shalicki comes out. Reapers carrying back in. Good stick, Paulo. Bounces off of his stick, however, kept in. He's got Shalicki. Shalicki on a breakaway. Shot off of the blocker of the goaltender to the far board. Paulo gets a hit. Campbell comes away with it. Or Reynolds comes away with it. Reynolds shot goes wide. Centering pass deflected. Aldridge and Prusgintis out on the. Aldridge gets it down for Chalicki. Over to Paulo. Paulo back to Chalicki. Chalicki up to Aldridge. Aldridge for Prusgintis. Prusgintis with the lane. Takes a shot. Deflected in front off the side of the net. Back to Prusgintis. Prusgintis brings it down low. Another shot in front. Bounces off of the plate. Over to Paulo. Paulo to Chalicki. Chalicki's shot is blocked. Puck to the neutral zone. Aldridge pushes the puck forward and we retreat. Nietzsche comes out. That was icing, but must have been close enough. No call. Over to the near board for Reynolds. Reynolds takes a hit. Puck comes over to Prusgintis. Prusgintis to Nietzsche. Nietzsche cross center ice. Changes. We've got Onak and Miller at D. Chalicki goes for a change. Letcher comes on. Puck bounces in front to Cutting. Cutting gets it over to Onak. Onak, cross ice for Letcher, intercepted by the Reapers. Miller puts it back for Letcher. Letcher dumps it in. Reynolds changes and Pulauskas comes on. Puck to the D-to-D. Pulauskas gets in the way. Miller gets it, knocks the puck forward. Pulauskas puts the puck back into the zone. Reapers in control. Reapers trying to get the puck forward, looking for space. Pulauskas circles, knocks the puck over to Letcher. Letcher puts the puck in the air and brought back down shot by Conroe of the Reapers, cutting, knocks it down and covers. Conroe with a little shoving afterwards. Onak getting in it with one of the other Reapers players that I don't know. Letcher and Turcotte get into it. No penalties on either side. 7:33 to go. And we're going to go to ice cut. All right, so middle of the second period, 1-0 Reapers, and we're on to the ice cut.
I used to play Metro here, and I see somebody sent me a video of the guy in my team before. Man, that guy was small.
That's all right.
Play here? Yeah, we're going.
Well, yeah.
I want to say thank you. I watch it down in Kentucky.
Oh, awesome.
Watching my nephew. So,
Oh, who's your nephew?
Mitchie.
Oh,
Marty
yeah,
Mitchie,
yeah.
72. So I just want to say thank you.
Okay,
for
yeah, nice to
doing
meet
it.
you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we try.
Oh, you do good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Coming off of the ice, but 7:33 to go in the second. Reapers will head by 1. All right, a little interesting. We got Hollow, Brown, Shalicki with Rubicki and Campbell face-off controlled by the Reapers. They go down the boards, bring the puck into the zone. Rubicki kicks the puck over to the near board. Shalicki is out there. Puck tried to pass over to Chilicki. Shot off of Cutting behind the net. Campbell gets tied up, goes down. Paulo knocks that puck over to Chilicki. Chilicki pass intercepted over to Brown. Brown chips ahead for Paulo. Paulo brings it in with Chilicki. Chilicki was backdoor. Paulo couldn't get the pass to him. Puck in front. Shot in front. Chilicki gets the puck out over to Onak. Onak. Shot. And no rebound given. 6:49 to go. 0-1 in the first. Or 0-1 Reapers. Second period. Polauskas comes out. Nietzsche and Letcher. Reapers win that face-off. Puck tries to get out. Onak keeps it in. Over to the opposite corner. Nietzsche pins his man. Puck in some feet over to Polauskas, who chips it to Nietzsche. Nietzsche avoids some contact. Puck to Polauskas. Shot goes wide. Nietzsche gets tied up to the far board. Polauskas giving pressure. Bounces past Miller. Onak trying to knock the puck away. Gets past him. Shot on. Cutting save. Puck into the neutral zone outside. Reapers. They dump it in. Puck bounces awkwardly off the boards, but Onak corrals it. Avoids contact and through the neutral zone. Missed by another guy. Still carrying the puck forward. Centering pass deflects off of a skate back to Onak. Onak goes back to cover his position. And changes. Campbell comes on. Nietzsche harassing, knocks the puck loose. Polauskas tries to carry it. Knocked back into the corner. Nietzsche's pass up to Campbell, intercepted. Cross ice. One guy tried to carry past Miller. Miller deflects the puck. Gets past Polauskas, shot wide over to Campbell. Shot in front, deflected Campbell to the near board for Letcher. Letcher looking for Kruger, bounces past Kruger. Campbell knocks the puck into the air, drops down by Polauskas. Kruger gets it to the blue line, not out yet. Still digging. Kruger gets it out. Cross the red line. Carter comes on. Presidio comes on. Offsides, Reapers. 4:53 to go in the second. Still 1-0 Reapers. Kruger, Presidio, and Carter come to take the end zone draw with Campbell and Aldridge at D. Reapers trying to assert some physical dominance here on the faceoff. Puck gets over to Campbell. Campbell for Kruger misses, and that's an icing. Kruger doesn't get a stick on it, and the puck goes for icing. Brown coming on. Bergeron and Seidel with Aldridge and Priskintis. Face-off controlled by Seidel, puts it behind the net for Priskintis. Priskintis up to Brown. Brown gets it to Seidel. Seidel to Bergeron. Puck goes in the zone. Bergeron and Brown coming in on the forecheck. Reapers go to the near board. Chip ahead. Tied up by Priskintis. Seidel gets a stick on it. Back over to Priskintis to Seidel again. Seidel dumps it forward for Bergeron. Brown hard on the forecheck. Puck comes to the neutral zone. Gets past Seidel. Reapers carry the puck forward. Loses it over to Priskintis. Priskintis gets it off of the boards and into the zone. Reapers have to hustle to get back. Brown was coming hard. Puck over to the corner. Priskintis tries to get a hold of the puck. It hits him behind the net for Cutting. Cutting up the near board. Kept in by Reapers. Knocked away by Onak. over for Chilicki. Chilicki gets the puck knocked away. Brzgintis tying up on the sideboard. Puts it forward for Chilicki. Gets past him. Reapers put it back in. And it goes behind cutting Onak. Trying to get it off the boards. Can't. Reapers keep it in. Centering pass. Shot in front of cutting. Good stick by Brzgintis. Another shot. Cutting saves. Puck behind the net. Chilicki, Paulo, and Reynolds are out. Puck goes on the Reapers goaltender. Reapers try to go D to D. Oh, centering pass by Chilicki hits Paulo in the skate. Another centering pass intercepted, and the Reapers clear. Onak ties up his man. Miller takes a head hit. Puck comes loose over to Reynolds. Reynolds knocks the puck, collected by the Reapers, to the near board. Miller's there. Miller to Paulo. Paulo, that's a slash, and we're going to go on the power play. You leaving?
After this game.
Okay. That looked like a hook call, but we're going to go on the power play with 2:28 to go in the second after the minor penalty by the Reapers. Letcher, Nietzsche, Pulauskas come on with Aldridge and Brzgintis. Somebody from the Reapers. Fury control the face-off. Pulauskas gets it to Brzgintis. We'll get a shot high and out of play. Same personnel, 2:22 to go in the second period. Puck in Gates, Reapers control of it. They go D to D. Hard off of the glass. It bounces again awkwardly. Aldridge gets a stick on it. Letcher carries forward. Letcher brings it around for Aldridge. Aldridge with a lane, puts it in front, blocked. The Reapers clear. Brzgintis to Aldridge. Aldridge back to Brzgintis. Brzgintis had gotten too close to him, and the puck goes over to the near board. Brzgintis leaves it for Letcher. Letcher to Aldridge. Aldridge brings the puck in, goes behind the net, and cleared over the glass and out of play. Paulo, Reynolds, and Chilicki come on.
Did you get the blue or the red?
Blue. Puck in feet, makes its way over to Onak. Onak, shot is blocked and out of play, or out of the zone. Over to Campbell. Campbell chips forward for Reynolds. Reynolds back to Campbell. Campbell cross for Onak. Onak settles it down, gets it to Chilicki, who gets it to Paulo. Paulo from the corner. Looking for space, leaves it for Chilicki. Chilicki back to Paulo. Paulo for Campbell one time. Blocker save into the corner. Puck back up to Campbell. Campbell's got space, puts it down for Reynolds. Reynolds cross for Onak. Onak in front, save into the corner for Chilicki. Chilicki back to Reynolds. It gets past him, over to Campbell. Campbell back down for Reynolds. Reynolds to Paulo. Paulo behind the net. Over to Chilicki. Chilicki shot in front, gets blocked. Back to Chilicki. Chilicki to Onak. 38 seconds to go in the period. 9 seconds in the power play. Campbell to Onak. Onak shot tipped in front. Save. Paulo gets a shot to the head. That should be a penalty, but They're not calling anything, really. .6 seconds to go in the second. 3 seconds to go on the power play. Reapers control the face-off. Penalty has expired. Reapers bring the puck forward. Pass in front. Shot goes wide. Wide open opportunity for the Reapers. Another pass in front. Net is off. 9 seconds to go. The Nets moorings don't seem to be very good on that side.
Let's go, Reapers!
Miller comes on for Campbell. So Miller and Onak, Nietzsche, Lutcher, and Pulauskas. Face off in some feet. Knocked away by Miller. Miller's got 4 seconds to go. Gets that puck in, and that'll be the end of the period. So after 2, still 1-0 Reapers. Oh.
Good. Exactly.
All right, Reapers control the face-off. Nietzsche, Letcher, and Pulauskas out there with Priskintis and Aldridge. Puck makes its way over to Pulauskas, knocked away. Good stick by Priskintis, gets it to Letcher. Letcher battling on the board. Puck goes into the zone. Pulauskas is coming in. Good skill. I don't know what we're calling. Looks like both of them. So a little pushing and shoving in the middle of the ice. Oh, only Pulauskas is going for the cross check. So we're going to go on the kill. Reapers control that face-off. We've got a good save by Cutting on the glove. Paulo, Reynolds, Campbell, and Ribicki killing the penalty. 16:29 to go in the third. Puck bounces off the glass and into the neutral zone. Reapers need to regroup. Reapers through the neutral zone. Carried forward. Onto the sideboard, back up. And out of into the neutral zone. Offsides Reapers. And Paulo gets a hold of it over to Rubicki. Rubicki dumps it down and slowed down by the Reapers goaltender. Reapers put that puck across. Back behind the net, looking for space. Up to the D, knocked down to the near board, back down low, looking for a centering pass. Backdoor attempt is blocked by Campbell. Reaper still in control, back up to the D, it goes out of play. Ooh, Reynolds almost gets a breakaway there. Campbell comes in to help, finds Reynolds back door, bounces over his stick. 42 seconds to go on the kill, 15-15 left in the third. Reynolds is going to pin that puck. Nietzsche's coming to help. Onak and Miller have changed out on D. Good stick by Reynolds. Carries that back and then dumps it in and goes for a change. Letcher comes on to help kill. 24 seconds to go. Good stick by Nietzsche to knock it away. Pins his man D. Puck still low. Knocked away by Marty. Marty gets it over to Onak. Onak chips it in. 3 seconds to go. Kruger comes on. Puck bounces off of a skater. Pulaskis comes on and knocks that puck over to Letcher. Pulaskis has Onak on DD. Kruger gets a cross check. That should have been interference. Oh, no call. Very loosely called game here. Our first power plays both sides. Kruger, Credidio, and Carter come out. Face-off won by Kruger back to Onak. Onak shot is blocked. Kruger comes away with it, gets on net, and covered. Face-off controlled by the Reapers. They go back behind their goaltender over to the near board. Cross ice. Onak is there. Another edge lost. Puck is tied up by Onak. Carter comes over to help. Kruger knocks it away. Puck behind the net. Centering pass. Doesn't get to who they need it to. Puck to Credidio. Credidio sidesteps the guy. Goes past and brings the puck in. Kruger comes over to help. Shot in front. Blocked. And back up into the neutral zone by the Reapers. Credidio tries to step in front. Reapers still control the puck, and they dump it in deep for Onak. Onak up to Carter. Carter absorbs a hit. Reapers go for the hit instead of the puck. Kruger, little forehand backhand. That gets knocked off, and the puck is in front. So Conroe takes a hit after the whistle on Carter, and he's going to either get tossed or in the box. All right, so they're going to call a roughing. And we're going to go back on the power play. 13:24 to go, 2 minutes. Paulo, Reynolds, Chalicki come out with Campbell and Onak. Good win by Paulo. Puck gets over to Reynolds. He gets knocked away. Onak keeps the puck in, puts it behind the net. Bounces off of Chilicki's stick, and they're going to call a high stick, go all the way down. 13-14 to go in the period, in the game even. 151 in the power play. That face off over to Campbell, who gets it. Reynolds, Campbell sidesteps the guy over to Onak. Shot by Reynolds goes wide. Chilicki keeps it in. Chilicki back down for Reynolds. Over to Paulo. Paulo backdoor for Chilicki. Puck gets tied up, and all that can be done for the Reapers is to hold on to Chilicki's stick. Reynolds, Paulo, Chilicki, Campbell, Onak. Minute 23 to go on the power play. Face off, controlled by the Reapers. They try to go hard and out. Campbell is there to keep it in. Gets it over to Reynolds. Reynolds to the middle. Gets a shot, and it's in! A lot of traffic in front. Reynolds shot. Keeps Reaper goaltender blocker side. He didn't see it. And we're all tied up.
The Reapers get back! Come on!
Nietzsche, Letcher, and Pulauskas are there. Letcher, really nice job to get to the puck and bring it in. Reapers get back control, go far. Puck comes into the middle of the ice, knocked away by Priskintis. Nietzsche to Letcher, back to Nietzsche. Cross for Pulauskas, plus shot. Goal! Nice puck movement. Pulauskas gets the go-ahead goal. So the go-ahead goal from Pulauskas, and then we've got a penalty after the goal, or before the goal? I don't know what we're calling here. Scoreboard says 1-1, and Nietzsche has a penalty, but we took a face-off, so let's see what happens. So we're on the, I don't know if they're calling goalie interference or, but there's nothing there, so I'm not sure what happened. So now it's 1-1. All right, so we got offsides here. I don't know what's happening. I don't get an explanation from the officiating staff. So we'll see what happens. Reapers carry in. Hip check by Campbell, puck up to the D. Cross-ice pass into the corner. Campbell gets a hit on. So what we thought was the go-ahead goal is now a penalty kill as Nietzsche is in the box. Paulo clears it. Fury got a whole change here. shot on net, gloved by Cutting. Reapers are just going to try to outmuscle us here. Oh, no, it's not. Right. Okay, so the goal put back on the scoreboard. It's 2-1 Fury. Letcher takes that draw, pushes it back to Miller or Polauskas. Put all the way down. Reapers are going to have to regroup. 46 seconds to go on the power play for the Reapers. Come up the near board. Letcher provides pressure. They drop pass. Carrying up forward with speed. Onak gets in the way. Then Letcher does. Polauskas gets it up to Letcher. Carries it in. Waits for Polauskas. Tries to chip ahead. It gets stolen by the Reapers. He had Polauskas. Just couldn't quite get there. Puck on Cutting. Oh, that is for sure a penalty. So after the play, Reapers shove Onak into Cutting, and he's arguing the penalty. But that was for sure a penalty. So he's going to sit for 2 for cross-check. Well, I mean, this is what happens when you don't call the penalties at the beginning of the game. So 4-on-4 for now, 20 seconds to go, and then we'll be on the power play. Reapers come out of here with that face-off and just chip it forward. Goes over to Cutting off of the glass. Couldn't be kept in. Paulo coming hard. Gets it over to Reynolds. We got a 2-on-1. Reynolds shot. Beats glove side. So 4-on-4 goal, 3 seconds to go on the Fury penalty. It's 3-1. So we'll still go on the power play in 3 seconds here. We're going to switch. Nietzsche's going to come out of the box. Chalicki is going to come on the ice. Puck dug out of the corner to Campbell. Campbell tried to sauce it across for Paulo, gets deflected, goes back behind Cutting. Good stick by Onak. Paulo gets it back to Onak. Onak looking for space. Comes through the middle of the ice. Over to Campbell. Campbell carries forward. Back to Chalicki. Chalicki to Campbell. Campbell on the near board, leaves it for Reynolds. Reynolds chips over to Chalicki. Chalicki up to Onak. Onak shot, doesn't get enough of it. Reapers come back the other way, get across center ice and dump it in. Cutting slows it down for Campbell. Campbell over to Rybicki. Rybicki up for Reynolds. Reynolds carries forward. Paulo changes. Letcher comes on. Prisgintis has come on. Letcher to Rybicki. Rybicki ahead for Chalicki. Chalicki for Polauskas. Polauskas gets a shot on, gets taken down. Puck into the corner, deflected, and in the netting. Letcher, Nietzsche, Pulauskas, Kriskintis, and Aldridge for the last 19 seconds of this power play. 8:48 to go in the game. Face-off one over to Pulauskas, who gets it to Onak. Onak's shot is blocked. Reapers get it ahead. Go wide, try to get it in deep. Kriskintis slows up the Reapers. Puck comes into the middle of the ice. Reapers keep it in. Good stick by Pulauskas. Puck to the neutral zone. Pulauskas all hustle. Penalties expired. Shot high and wide. Goes over to the far board for Letcher. Letcher keeps it in. Over to Nietzsche. Nietzsche to Letcher. Letcher's shot goes high and out and off of the glass. Aldridge keeps it in. Puts it on for Pulauskas. Pulauskas gets it down. Pass over to Nietzsche. Nietzsche loses an edge. Everybody falls into each other. Puck in the corner. Letcher is there. Letcher comes out of the corner. Looking for space. Tries to get it down the boards to Nietzsche. Intercepted by the Reapers. Cross center ice. That was offsides. Shot off of Cutting. Back in front. Aldridge gets it out. Another bad bounce off of the glass. Puck gets to stay in here. Shot off of Cutting. Knocked out of the zone by Pulauskas. Pulauskas changes. Carter or Didio come on for Pulauskas and Letcher. Good stick by Credidio. Keeps the puck in the neutral zone. Puck bounces off of Credidio. Nietzsche changes. Kruger comes on. Credidio brings the puck in. Shot goes wide. Deflected by the goaltender. Carter leaves it for Credidio. Credidio working in the corner. Kruger tries to help out. Gets it over to Carter. Carter tries to go back down. Reapers get there first. Reapers carrying in with speed. Try to get past Miller. Shot and a save. 7:06 to go. 3-1 Fury. Cutting gives no rebound on the shot. Chalicki, Paulo, and Reynolds come out. Face-off controlled by the Reapers, gets knocked around a little bit. Paulo tries to get it forward. Shot on. Saved by Cutting. 6:59 to go in the game. We're going to get a D change. Rabicki's going to come out for Miller. And Campbell for Onak. Reapers control the face-off again. Get another shot blocked in front by Rabicki. Puck to the middle of the ice. Reapers control it. Trying to get that up. Reynolds slows it down. Gets it to Paulo. Paulo's got space in the middle. Chalicki is offsides. Reapers go back the other way. Campbell gets to the puck first. Takes a hit. Still gets it. Gets it out. And we've got to regroup. We're going to go for a change. Bergeron comes on. Berge gets a hold of it. Puts it in deep. Brown coming hard on the forecheck. Reapers bounce it off of the glass. Goes over to Seidel. Seidel regroups over to Aldridge. Aldridge looking for space. Tries to pass up to Seidel. It's deflected. Seidel gets the puck up to Brown. Brown chips forward for Berge. Berge one-on-one. Chip to the head. He's got a breakaway opportunity. Puck comes loose. Still in the zone. Reapers bring the puck in. Kriskintis staying with them. Puck over to Brown. Brown and Crossfeld battling on the boards. Kriskintis gets there. Gets it across for Berge. Berge tries to chip it high. It comes into the neutral zone. Back up to Berge. Berge has space. Gets tied up. Puck to Seidel. Over to Brown. Brown shot on net in front, and we've got to get a cover. 5:20 to go. We'll get a change. Pulauskas, Nietzsche, Letcher come on. Well, the game went from a very back and forth game to now a battle of puck control. As Fury, the longer they hold on to the puck, the more time they run off the clock. Puck in front. Nietzsche pushes it to Pulauskas, who puts it onto the near board. Miller keeps that puck in and goes into the corner. Pulauskas comes in to help on the forecheck. Reapers just give it back to Nietzsche. Nietzsche gets it to Onak. Onak shot in front, deflected, goes high and into the corner. Letcher is there. Letcher circles around, finds Onak. Onak coming down the board, tries to put a puck in front and gets blocked and into the corner. Pulauskas keeps the puck in. Puck goes high and wide. Miller keeps that one in. Miller gets knocked away. Good help by Pulauskas. Miller gets it back over to Pulauskas, carries the puck forward. Pulauskas is hooked. Puck gets into the corner. This guy does not call anything. Letcher just cross-checked the guy, and that didn't do anything either. So we're not going to call any penalties here at the end. Letcher takes a cross-check. Good stick by Letcher. Puck gets knocked into the neutral zone. Nietzsche's there. Nietzsche puts it ahead for Reynolds. Chilicki and Paulo come out. 4:16 to go. Reapers wanted to dump that in deep. Gets stopped by Rybicki. Puck gets knocked in. 2-on-2 here. Centering pass. Good job by Campbell to be in the passing lane. Up to Chilicki. Chilicki couldn't get a hold of it. Reapers tried to put it back in. Glove down and centered. One man in on three. Good sticks. Reynolds centered it, looking for Paulo, but nobody was there. Paulo does get it knocked back into the Reaper zone, and they're trying to regroup here. Good job by Paulo. Makes them force it back. It goes on net, and they've got to regroup. Kruger comes out hard. They sidestep him. Presidio is out. Another sidestep. Prisgintis slows it down. They couldn't get past him. Puck over to the corner. And cutting covers as it rolls on net. Reynolds, Paulo, and Chilicki come back out. 3:19 to go. Prisgintis and Aldridge at D. Aldridge gets the puck dug out from feet, sends it around the board, and that'll be an icing. Looks like we're going to do a quick change here. Face-off is won and knocked into the neutral zone. Puck again gets past Chilicki, and the Reapers dump it back in. Prisgintis tries to get it over to Reynolds. Reapers dump it back. Cutting leaves it for Aldridge. Aldridge puts it forward for Reynolds. It bounces off of Reynolds' skate, forcing the Reapers goaltender to play it back into the neutral zone. Carter and Kruger have come out. Puck off of the boards. Miller takes a hit. Puck underneath of him. Reapers dig it out. Miller gets it back. Miller up to Presidio. Presidio to Carter. Carter carries the puck in. Carter's got some space. Backdoor for Kruger. Kruger couldn't quite get to it. Kruger battling. Gets the puck back. Reapers wanted a penalty there. Kruger over for Carter. Carter carries forward. Puck goes in deep. Presidio is there. Gets a stick on it. Carter gets a big hit. Puck comes off of the boards. Reapers can't quite get a hold of it. Onak off of the board leaves it for Presidio. Presidio ties it up in the corner. Minute 48 to go. Opposite corner now. Carter, big hit. Gets the puck back, and the Reapers just kind of let him take it. He gets it to Campbell. Campbell down to Presidio. Presidio shot high and wide. Rybicki's going to keep that puck in. Decides to regroup. He's got one guy on him. Gets it over to Presidio. Carter changes. Presidio shot. Glove down and kept. Minute 26 to go in the game. Letcher, Pulauskas, and Nietzsche come out. puck gets knocked away from Nietzsche, but the Reapers player couldn't quite get a hold of it. He gets to it first. Reapers dump that in. Goes behind the net. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Reapers pulled their goaltender. Got a center ice. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Paulo, Chilicki, and Reynolds come on. Campbell and Ribicki at D. Reapers trying to control that faceoff. If he gets to it, carry it forward, get a shot, goes wide, bounces off the back of the net. Campbell and Paulo are battling. Reapers do pull their goaltender. They got the 6th attacker on. Puck comes loose over to Campbell. Campbell knocks it to the near board. Reapers put it back in. It goes around. Chilicki pushes it into the neutral zone. Reynolds gets a hold of it. Dumps it in. 28 seconds to go. Carrying forward. Centering pass misses. 19 seconds. Puck behind the net. Paulo ties it up. Campbell is there. 10 seconds to go. Puck still underneath Campbell. Aldridge comes over to help. 2. And that's it. 3-1 win. All right, so after the 3-1 win, we'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be at Mount Prospect. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at 3:10, I think. All right.